What is up, ladder climbers? Antoine Wade here from Elevate to the Unknown and NextGenHeights.com. And it is Monday, October the 20th, and it is 7 a.m. Central, guys. Week 3, day 1, and I got 2 stories that prove everything that I've been teaching you is real. 2 people, both laid off, both hired in 2 months, but they took completely different plans to get there. Deborah Henderson, 45 years old, 14 years at Microsoft working on Xbox. Got laid off July 2nd. You know what she did? She posted on LinkedIn 1 hour later, applied to one job, just one job. Meta hired her in August, started in October. Joseph Lehman, we talked about him before, but he's 44 years old. Got laid off in October 2023, applied to 2,000 jobs over 2 years. Got 12 interviews. That's 0.6%. Nothing worked. Then he learned one thing about ATS keywords. Next 30 applications, 3 interviews, 10%, 16 times better. Got hired in September. Starts this Friday. 2 paths, same results, 2 months to hire. And y'all need to hear this because the shutdown day 20 is here. 3rd longest in U.S. history. Senate votes for the 11th time at 5:30 p.m. today. 750,000 federal workers sitting home with no pay. Another 700,000 working without paychecks. Johnny Jones, a TSA worker, just told his daughter they are canceling Halloween this year. No decorations, no candy, no Taylor Swift movies. He's already identifying stuff in his house that he can sell just for some cash. Federal workers thought their jobs were stable forever. They are not. In the private sector, even less stable. Amazon just cut 1,500 HR workers last week, citing AI. Deborah worked at Microsoft for 14 years. Thought it was forever. Gone July the 2nd. That's why today matters. Week 3 is about execution. And I'm teaching you Deborah's 7-step networking strategy and Joseph's ATS keyword method and how to know which path that you should take. Plus, Oracle AI certifications. Guess what? 11 days left. AWS, 50% off. 15 days left. Marcus from Friday's show got his Bank of America call back tomorrow at 2 p.m. We finding out if week 2 actually works. Drop your city in the chat, guys. Hit that like button and let me show you how 2 people went from laid off to hired in 60 days. I want you guys to climb with me today, but before we start climbing, let me know who's all in the house. We got Jason in the house. We got BMC in the house. We got Ant Dog in the house. Says, good morning, all. The sauna at my gym is fixed and I'm feeling incredible. I freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I got my butt up this morning. Got a nice little workout myself, Ant Dog. I was crushing it today. Chest and back. And I feel good. Guys, if there are interruptions in today's show, it is not me. It is Amazon's cloud has an issue going on right now, and it is impacting a lot of people. The reason why this was a little bit delayed was because of the Restream website was going up and down. So if you guys notice a little bit of a glitch going on today, don't say it's Antoine. It's Amazon that's going on right now. You guys will probably see it all over the internet in a little bit anyway. But guys, let's go ahead and jump into the first segment of the day. Before I teach you guys 2 strategies, you need to understand why this matters right now. Today, this week, government shutdown, day 20, started October the 1st at midnight. Okay? That's 20 days ago. Senate tried to pass funding 10 times and failed every single time. Today at 5:30 p.m., they are voting for the 11th time. 750,000 federal workers have been furloughed. That means they are at home sitting there playing some video games, trying to make a little bit of extra cash, maybe doing some DoorDash, maybe some Uber Eats, whatever it is. But they are not allowed to work, not getting paid. Another 700,000 are working without pay. TSA agents, air traffic controllers, border patrol, national park rangers. They're showing up to work, but they aren't getting any paychecks. That means no money coming in. Just imagine that. Working, you're doing more hours, but you ain't getting no money coming in. That makes you feel like crap, especially when you know they can pay you, especially when you know that the political environment is that They're supposed to be working on your behalf, but they're not. They have their own agendas. They never cared about you in the first place. Now you're finding out. Doesn't matter what party side you're on. You could be the D's, you could be the R's, whatever side that you're on. They don't care about you. Over 10,000 federal workers already filed for unemployment. USAA Bank, they approved $243 million in emergency loans. That's 65,000 federal workers borrowing money just to pay rent and buy groceries. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That is absolutely insane. 260 or $243 million in emergency loans. 65,000 federal workers are borrowing money just to pay rent and to buy groceries. I want to talk to you guys about Johnny Jones, a TSA worker, president of his local union. He told Business Insider this week that his family loves Halloween, loves the big decorations, put all that stuff out in his house. He's one of those houses that you go to and you're going to get some big old Snicker bars, some big old Reese's Pieces bars. You want to go to Johnny's house. He gives hot dogs for his neighbors usually. His daughter wanted to take her friends to see the new Taylor Swift movie. Not this year. No paycheck means no Halloween, no movie, no nothing. That's what's going on in the federal government, guys. Listen to what I said. This is what he said in the article that I read. We're probably another couple weeks from having to prepare to start selling stuff in our house. I've already started identifying things that I could liquidate easily to get cash. He's looking around his house right now, deciding what to sell so his family can eat. Air traffic controllers. I mean, like, air traffic controllers, some of them are considering driving Uber on their day off just to afford gas to get to work. One controller said this: I'd love to come home to be able to have some money in my pocket. Another said this: I'd love to come to work, but may not have gas money. Drop gas in the chat if you think that's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. I'm going to type gas in the chat. Now you might be thinking, Antoine, I don't work for the government. Why should I care about this? Well, here's why. Federal workers thought they had the most stable jobs in America. You guys remember? Federal workers always talked about having those stable jobs. Being able to climb up the ladder, work for the different presidents. Once you got in, you were safe. That's what they always told you, right? That's what they always told me. You get in, you get a government job, you're safe. Government jobs, you get pensions, you get benefits, you get job security. Well, they were wrong. If federal jobs ain't stable, then your corporate job definitely ain't stable. I want to talk to you guys about Deborah. She worked at Microsoft for 14 years. User researcher on the Xbox team. She thought that she was good. May 2025 came across. Company canceled the annual sales kickoff event in Las Vegas. Made it virtual instead. Everybody knew what that meant. The same thing happened in 2023, right before massive layoffs. July 2nd, 2025. Deborah gets a mysterious meeting invite. Boom. Laid off. 9,000 people total. 14 years of loyalty did not matter. Talk to you guys about Joseph. He applied to 2,000 jobs over 2 years. 2,000 jobs. We talked about Joseph last week. We're going to be talking about him again today. But every application was him hoping somebody would see his experience and give him a chance. Nobody did. Amazon. They just cut 1,500 HR workers last week. We talked about that too. Salesforce cut 4,000 customer support jobs this year. And the CEO said AI now does 50% of their customer service work. So stability is dead. Your job ain't forever. Your company don't care about your 14 years of loyalty. That's why week 3 execution matters. That's why you're learning that Deborah and Joseph's strategies, you're learning what their strategies are today. That's why you're building your keyword bank tonight. But here's the good news. Deborah and Joseph both figured it out. They both got hired in 2 months. And I'm about to show you exactly how they did it. If you guys are ready to get this level of game today, type ready in the chat. If you're ready to learn Deborah's strategy, type ready in the chat. Let's switch over to Deborah. Miss Deborah. Let me tell you about Deborah Henderson, because what she did is something that most people are too scared to do. And that fear is exactly why they stay unemployed. The exact reason why they stay unemployed. Deborah, 45 years old, worked at Microsoft for 14 years. User researcher. That means she studied how people use Xbox and made it better based on what she learned. She was good at her job. Great reviews. Employees loved her. Loyal employee, been there for 14 years. None of that mattered, though. May 2025, she starts hearing rumors. People were whispering in the hallways. Hey, you know, these might be some layoffs coming. Hey, you know, your name might be on that list. Company canceled the big sales kickoff event they do every single year in Vegas. Typically, everybody goes to Vegas. Everybody goes there to party. That's not what happened that year. They made it virtual instead. The exact same thing happened in 2023, right before they laid off thousands of people. Here's the thing, guys. Many of you guys listen to this show and you'd be like, I don't know what Antoine's talking about. But if you consistently see data and the same things happen over and over again, or maybe you don't even know that it's data, but if you consistently see the same things happen over again, it's data. People like myself are able to analyze that with some facts and be able to give you a story behind it. Okay? And that's what Deborah saw. She saw that in 2023, they had a virtual event instead of everybody go to Las Vegas for the sales kickoff. In 2023, they laid off a whole bunch of people. So the same thing happened in 2025, 2 years later. And everybody knew layoffs were coming. So it became what Deborah called the worst kept secret at Microsoft. Then July 2nd happened. July 2nd, 2025. She gets a meeting invite. No details, just a time. She knew what it meant. Stomach was hurting. She said she was upset. She walked into that meeting, got laid off. 9,000 people got laid off that day. But here's where Deborah went different from most of the other people that got laid off at Microsoft. Instead of going home and crying about it and feeling ashamed and hiding the layoff from everybody, she did the exact opposite. She made herself visible, and that visibility is what saved her. Let me show you exactly what she did. 7 steps. You can do every single one of them. Her first step. That's what Deborah did, guys. This is what Deborah did. She drafted her LinkedIn post while she was still in the meeting. Before she even left the building, she wrote out what she was going to say. 1 hour after the layoff, posted it publicly on LinkedIn. Not tomorrow, next week, not after she figured things out. 1 hour. This is the post 3 months ago. Hi, folks. Just letting everyone know I was impacted in today's Xbox rifts. While I would appreciate all the love and support you can send my way, I am also going to peace out for a bit to decompress, so I'm not responsive. Please don't think that I don't appreciate you. She posted about her layoffs, about her rifts, about what happened. Most people hide layoffs. They are embarrassed. They are ashamed. They think that I'll post it after I get another job so I don't look desperate. Wrong. Dead wrong. But here's what Deborah understood that most people don't. Your network can't help you if they don't know you need help. It's simple as that. Your network can't help you if they don't know you need help. So when you hide the layoff, you hide the opportunity. When you share it immediately, you activate your network. Deborah said it felt like, quote, an ocean of warm hugs and kindness from people who are here to help me. Look at the number of responses she got on that post. 762. 71 comments, 28 reposts. An ocean of warm hugs, she said. Let that sink in for you. The people who knew her, the people who worked with her, the people who respected her work, they all wanted to help. But they couldn't help until she told them she needed it. Transparency equals opportunity. I want you guys to remember that. Step 2 and step 3. Same day she got laid off, while she was still having access to her Microsoft email, she started messaging colleagues. Hey, I just got affected. I just got impacted. Did you? Found out several people on her partner teams also got laid off. She created a Microsoft Teams group chat, just people who got affected, about a dozen of folks. They shared what happened. They vented. They supported each other. It was real. But Deborah knew her Microsoft access was temporary. Once you got laid off, eventually they shut out you and they shut down your email, your teams, they shut down everything. So before she lost access, she moved the whole group to Discord, created a server, invited everybody, made sure that they had a place to stay connected even after Microsoft cut them off. Smart lady, ain't it? Deborah was on top of it, was absolutely on top of it. Created a Discord server. Smart lady. So that Discord server became her job search support group. They shared job leads on that Discord server. They prepared each other for interviews. They celebrated when somebody got an offer. They picked each other up when somebody got rejected. You guys know how job searching can really be lonely. Sitting at home applying to jobs yourself. Well, Deborah had 12 people going through it with her. That's the difference. Her step 4. And this one is important because it is what let Deborah be strategic instead of desperate. Back in May, when she first heard about the layoff rumors, Deborah and her husband made a decision. They sold some stock holdings, built up their cash reserves, calculated how long they could survive on severance plus savings. She knew she had a runway. Time to find the right job, not just any job. Here's the thing, guys. Financial stress, it makes you desperate. Desperation makes you look bad. And desperation makes you take bad jobs. Bad jobs make you miserable. Being prepared means you can wait for the right opportunity. Now, here's the wild part. After all that preparation, all that community building, all that networking, Deborah applied to one job formally. Just one job, guys. One application. Everything else came from referrals. Her process was simple. She see a job that she liked. She find somebody in her network who worked there or knew somebody there. She send them her resume. They refer her. The recruiter would reach out. That simple. I think it's pretty fantastic that she just created a Discord server so that she can go through this with other people. It's building a community. It's taking the worst of things and seeing the opportunity in things and seeing a way for you to create new opportunities for yourself versus going home, thinking that the man stuck you, thinking that, your boss sold you out, thinking that the company sold you out. It was a business decision. Don't take it personal. It sucks. It really does suck. For anybody going through any of that, even with the furloughs, it's a business decision. That's what's going on. You can take it personal all you want. But everything else in every one of her applications, except for one, came from referrals. In a Discord group, that became a job lead factory. 12 people finding opportunities and sharing them with each other. When a person found 5 good jobs, they post all 5. Multiply that by 12 people. You see how fast that job leads pile up? They prepped each other for interviews. She says, I got a call with this company on Tuesday. Anybody know what they ask? Boom, 3 people shared intel. They celebrated wins together, made the whole process less lonely. That's what we do for the Patreon group, guys. Share resumes and all that sort of stuff. Late August, a connection at Meta reached out to Deborah. They had a UX researcher role in Reality Labs. That's the VR division at Meta in their Seattle office. It was a perfect fit for Deborah's background. The connection referred her. She interviewed. Late August, she got the offer. Started full-time in October. July 2nd layoff. Late August got hired. Under 2 months. Let me break down why Deborah's strategy worked. Number one, transparency. Transparency created opportunities for her. People can't help you if they don't know that you need help. She posted about her layoff immediately. This was her post. She posted about her layoff immediately. Her network showed up for her. Number two, community multiplied by her effort. She wasn't job searching alone. 12 people finding leads is way more powerful than one person. Three, financial preparation removed desperation. She could say no to bad opportunities and wait for the right one. Four, network first, beat spray and pray. She applied to one job. Joseph, who we're going to be talking about again, applied to 2,000 jobs. She got hired faster. If you guys understand what I'm picking up or what I'm putting down, drop network in the chat. Drop network in the chat if you see why her strategy worked. And some of y'all watching, this is probably thinking, Antoine, that's great for Deborah, but she worked at Microsoft for 14 years. She had a network. I don't have that. What do I do? And that's a fair question. Deborah had connections. Joseph didn't. Deborah got hired through one referral from someone that she knew. Joseph sent 2,000 applications to strangers over 2 years. Nothing worked. That's where ATS keywords come in. That's the second path. The path for people who don't have Deborah's 14-year Microsoft network. So which path do you take? You got a strong network. You got 5+ years in your career. You good with, your former employees, former colleagues. You got great relationships with them. Deborah's path first, transparency. Activate your network. You early in your career, you just got laid off and don't know many people. Joseph's path first, ATS keywords. Strategic application process. You smart? Do both. Deborah's transparency while you are doing Joseph's applications process. And I have a highly likely thought process about this right here. Most of y'all need both. Start with whatever matches your situation, but don't skip the other one. Deborah had a network. Joseph didn't. Deborah got hired through one referral. Joseph sent 2,000 applications over 2 years to strangers. Nothing worked until he learned one thing about ATS keywords. And let me show you what Joseph figured out. This was something that we were talking about in our Discord chat this morning. Joseph Lehman, 44 years old, Rochester Hills, Michigan, worked in tech for 15 years, agent services specialist at a real estate tech company, made decent money, had a 1-bedroom apartment, taking care of his dog. October the 3rd, 2023, he walked into work, got laid off on spot. No warning, no severance, except his final paycheck. Company decided to acquire clients instead of licensing software. His role got eliminated. Here's where Joseph made his first mistake. He panicked. He started applying to every job that he could find. Tech jobs, customer service jobs, sales jobs, customer success jobs. It didn't matter. He was spraying and praying and hoping something would stick. Didn't even tell his family that he got fired for the first month. Thought he had another job by October. Didn't happen. Weeks turned into months. Couldn't even get hired at restaurants because in LA, every server job is taken by unemployed actors trying to make it in Hollywood. He started driving Uber Eats and DoorDash to pay the bills, then got a traffic ticket that he forgot about. Both apps kicked him off their platforms. Now he had no income at all. October 2023, living off credit cards, maxing them out just to pay rent and buy food. November the 1st, couldn't even make minimum payments. Had to call his mom, admit he'd been unemployed for 3 months and was about to be homeless. She said, "Come home. I'll need help around the house. Come take care of me. Come help me out." At 37 years old, Joseph packed his car with his dog and his Xbox and drove 3 days from LA back to Ohio to live with his parents. Over 2 years, Joseph applied to 2,000 jobs, got 12 interviews. That's 0.6%, 0.6. That's all it was. Not a lot at all. Mid-September 2025, 2 years into this nightmare, Joseph finally learned something that changed everything. ATS, Applicant Tracking System. Most companies don't have humans reading your resume, guys. They got software. That software scans your resume, looking for specific keywords from the job description. No keywords, auto-rejected. You never even make it to a human. Never, ever. 75% of resumes get filtered out by the ATS before any person ever sees them. That is 75%. Joseph realized why 2,000 applications didn't work. His resume had zero optimization for ATS. The software was rejecting him before any recruiter ever looked. He thought it was his experience. It wasn't. It was his words. Same experience, different words, everything changed. Let me show you exactly what Joseph learned. And this is what took him from 0.6% to 10% interview rate, which is 16 times better. Joseph was applying everywhere. 2,000 random companies. That's the problem. He switched his focus. Picked 5 companies in Michigan that offered hybrid roles. That's it, 5. Why 5? Well, because it was manageable. You can actually research 5 companies. You can customize the application for 5 companies. You can't do that for 2,000. For each of those 5 companies, Joseph went to their career pages, found 2 to 3 jobs that he was qualified for, 10 to 15 total jobs, copied the full job description for each one, pasted them into a spreadsheet. This is the important part. Every job description has 3 types of keywords. Hard skills, that's software and tools. Things like Salesforce, things like Excel, things like SQL, things like project management, specific technical things that you do. Next is soft skills. That's how you work, cross-functional collaboration, stakeholder management, communication skills, but you gotta use their exact words, not yours. It also includes industry terms. It's jargon. Things like CRM, KPIs, customer lifecycle, SaaS, B2B, whatever fancy words that industry uses. So let's just say a job description says we need someone skilled in Salesforce administration who can collaborate with cross-functional teams to optimize customer lifecycle management and track KPIs. Hard skills, Salesforce administration, the student. Soft skills, cross-functional collaboration, industry terms, customer lifecycle management, and KPI. You pull those out, put them into your spreadsheet. Do that for all 10 to 15 job descriptions. This will allow for you to see patterns then. Which keywords show up in multiple job descriptions? If Salesforce appears in 8 out of 10, that's critical. If cross-functional collaboration appears in 6 out of 10, that's important. Keywords that show up 3 or more times, those are your priority keywords. Then you want to restructure your resume. The ATS scans your resume in a specific order. Summary at the top, skills section, experience bullets, then the education. In the summary, make sure there's 3 to 4 sentences at the top. Pack in 8 to 10 of your priority keywords. In the skills section, make sure it is a bullet list, 15 to 20 keywords. Group them by category if you want. In the experience bullets part, start with an action verb. Include 2 to 3 keywords per bullet. Show results with numbers. Example, led cross-functional team of 8 to implement Salesforce automation, reduce manual data entry by 40% and improving customer response time by 25%. You see how many keywords is in that one sentence? Led, cross-functional, Salesforce, customer. That's 4 keywords in one bullet. Now here's what not to do. Don't keyword stuff. Don't just repeat Salesforce 10 times. ATS is smart enough to catch that. Don't use graphics or tables. ATS can't read them. Don't use headers and footers. ATS often skip those. Don't lie about your skills that you don't have. You will get caught in the interview process. Joseph spent 15 minutes per application, not 2 minutes, 15. He opened up his keyword bank spreadsheet, found that company's keywords, opened his master resume, swapped 3 to 4 keywords in the summary, reordered the skills section to match their priorities, tweaked 2 to 3 experience bullets to add their keywords, saved it as a resume copy. It was the resume underscore company name underscore job title dot PDF. Then he applied. And Joseph did this for the 30 applications over 2 weeks. And remember, he focused 5 companies, 2 to 3 jobs each, customized every single resume. He got 3 interviews. That's 10%. 10% versus 0.6%, 16 times better. September the 10th, 2025, he got an offer. Support specialist at IRA firm, 20 minutes from his parents' house in Ohio. He is working hybrid, 2 to 3 days a week in the office. He told Business Insider, this is the highest annual salary that I've ever made. He starts this Friday, October the 27th, 2025. Or whenever October the 27th is. I don't know if it's this Friday or not. 7 days from now. So it's next Monday. But here's the thing. He changed his strategy in September, got an offer in September 10th, starts October the 27th. 2 months from strategy change to being hired. Same timeline as Deborah. 2 months, different strategy, same result. That's 16 times better, guys. Drop 16 times in the chat if you see why this strategy beats volume. Deborah's path, networking, transparency, 1 application, meta in 2 months. Joseph's path, ATS keywords, 30 focused applications, IRA firm in 2 months. Both work. Most of y'all need both. Let me show you why this week specifically matters for you. Okay. Going to transition to another segment. Let me show you why both paths matters by looking at what's happening in the job market right now. LinkedIn data from September 2025. 8% of job postings offer remote work, just 8%. But those 8% of jobs, they're getting 35% of all applications. More than a third of everybody applying is going after remote jobs. A company called Primer, a payments company, posted 1 remote role. Guess how many applications they got in 2 weeks? 1,200, 1 job, 1,200 people applying to that job. Deal, that's an HR and payroll platform. They hired 2,000 employees in 2024. Know how many people applied? 1.5 million. That's a 0.13% acceptance rate. Dropbox went fully remote in 2021. They now get 7 times more applications per job than they did before 2021. That is 7 times. So let me ask you guys this. When 1,200 people applying for 1 job, how do you stand out? Deborah's way. You bypass the 1,200 by getting referred through your network. You're never in that pile then. That's why you got to know people. You do it Joseph's way. Optimizing your resume with the right keywords. ATS ranks you in the top 25%. You rise above the 1,200. You need both. You need to be visible, and you need to do the ATS system right. You need to do your application process right. If you don't do both right, you are invisible. Drop invisible in the chat if you get it. And here's the thing, it's about to get harder. Trump signed an executive order in September. Every new H-1B visa now costs companies $100,000. Amazon got over 10,000 H-1B approvals this year. Meta, Oracle, Apple got a whole bunch of thousands of these. Now, every new hire from another country costs them 100 times more in fees. So you know what companies are going to be doing? They're going to be hiring people remotely in their home countries, paying them 1/4 of what they pay you. No visa fees, no relocation costs. You're not just competing with Americans anymore. You are competing with engineers in India who cost $25,000 a year instead of $100,000. That's why Oracle and AWS certifications matter. That's why AI skills matter. When you are competing globally, you need skills they can't get for cheap somewhere else. Which brings me to my urgency, why this week matters. Oracle AI Foundation certification is free right now, completely free. You get 2 free exam attempts. That's worth about $1,200. That's a lot of money, guys. We've been talking about this, but it's still out there. And I want to remind you guys of this. It ends October the 31st. That's 11 days from today. If you start at Tuesday, like I told you, on module 2 or 3 by now, finish this week, take the exam next week, get certified before it's too late. Had a gentleman that sent me an email over the weekend. He got it done. And I freaking loved it. AWS, 50% off. That's still going on as well. AI practitioner, a normal $100. Right now, $50. Machine learning engineer, normally $150. Right now, $75. It ends November the 4th. That's 15 days from now. You got to register and complete the exam by November 4th to get the discount. Research shows workers with one AI skill make 28% more. That's a lot more money, guys. One skill, 28% more money. That's almost a 28% raise. That is a 28% raise. Not almost. Joseph learned to build with AI, not compete against it. That's in his resume now. That's why he's making his highest salary ever. Let me give you guys 3 quick examples of people who did this, okay? And we talked about them on last week. Hung Nguyen, 21 years old, from Vietnam, studying in Sydney, got a full-time AI policy analyst job before graduating. His edge, work ethic. He showed up on time, finished everything that he started, didn't take unnecessary breaks, beat out older candidates with more experience. Benjamin Long, 31 years old, traditional Chinese medicine doctor in Singapore, took a 16-hour Python course in 2020, pursued part-time computer science degree with practicing medicine. In 2024, he landed an AI engineer role at a med tech startup, 30% raise. Here's the pattern. Self-teaching plus domain expertise equals career pivot. Hung didn't have experience, but had work ethic. Benjamin didn't have AI in his background, but he had medical knowledge. Both combined what they had with what they learned. If you got domain expertise in something, finance, healthcare, retail, whatever it is, added by AI skills, you become rare. Drop rare in the chat if you see the pattern. 4 reasons why this has to be this week. 1, Oracle's gone in 11 days. 2, AWS is gone in 15 days. 3, Marcus from Bank of America that we talked about on Friday, his call is tomorrow at 2 p.m. We are finding out if week 2 positioning actually leads to week 3 offers. His results are your validation. It works. 4, Joseph starts his new job this Friday or next Monday, October the 27th. That's proof that this methodology works in real time. If you wait until next week, Oracle's over. You miss AWS discount. Marcus's moment has passed. Joseph already started. The urgency is gone. So here's what you're doing today. Week 3, day 1, building your keyword bank. And here's what the rest of the week looks like. Okay? We're going to get to it. Quick recap. Week 2 was about positioning. You reordered your pitch. You started Oracle or AWS certifications. You researched 5 companies. You messaged 5 people. Marcus did all 4. By Friday, he had 2 responses. Bank of America called him back. Honeywell requested his resume. Week 2 worked for Marcus. Tomorrow, 2 p.m., he got his Bank of America call. We finding out if positioning leads to offers, and it does. But today, which is Monday, ATS Keyword Bank. What you just learned from Joseph. Pick your 5 companies, collect job descriptions, extract keywords, put them in a spreadsheet, 2 to 3 hours tonight. That's all it takes. Tuesday, which is going to be tomorrow, interview prep. I'm teaching you the 6.5 minute framework from career coach Gabriella Flax. 3 ways to talk about AI in interviews: amplify, automate, architect, plus Marcus's Bank of America call breakdown. He's going to give that to me tonight, hopefully, or tomorrow. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about salary negotiation. Thursday, offer evaluation. Friday, week 3 assessment. That's what we're going to be learning this week. If you guys think this makes sense, drop roadmap in the chats. Now, if you want the exact templates that Deborah and Joseph used, I got you. Inside the Heights Patreon at www.patreon.com/Black Heights, you will end up getting a keyword bank spreadsheet. I'm going to make sure that's part of the Patreon on tomorrow. You'll get Deborah's exact LinkedIn post that you just saw on the screen. The one that triggered an ocean of warm hugs. You guys can model yours after that. You guys can get access to any other individuals who's part of the Discord, who's sharing their resume and using tools to extract those keywords. All part of the Patreon, www.patreon.com/Black Heights. $5 a month, that's it. Patreon.com/Black Heights. Link in the description of this video. Tomorrow, 2 p.m., Marcus Banks of Bank of America. I'm going to be breaking down every single question that they asked him. And I will give you guys a good understanding of how he prepped for it, because we work together to help prep for it. Whether the 60-second pitch works, whether company research matters, whether Oracle certification comes up. His call will be a proof point. If it works for Marcus, it will work for you. Plus, I'm teaching you Gabriella Flax, her framework for talking about AI in interviews. 3 strategies, which is called Amplify, Automate, and Architect. How to show you're AI literate without sounding like you outsource everything to ChatGPT. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. Be ready for tomorrow's show. I'm excited about it. Let me do a quick wrap up. Okay? I want to do a quick wrap up. You guys love these wrap ups. I get it in the chats all the time. I get it in the comment section. Antoine, I love when you do the wrap ups. Somebody told me to do them. I started putting them in, and then next thing you know, you guys are starting to like them. I like it. Thank you. I'll take your feedback. I love your feedback. Government shutdown, day 20. Senate votes, 5:30 p.m. today for the 11th time. 750,000 federal workers are furloughed. 700,000 working with no pay. Johnny Jones canceling Halloween for his daughter because he got no paycheck. Air traffic controllers considering Uber just to afford gas. Federal jobs are not stable. Corporate jobs are not stable. 14 years at Microsoft didn't protect Deborah. 2,000 applications over 2 years didn't help Joseph. But they both figured it out. Deborah, she posted on LinkedIn. 1 hour after she got laid off, she built a Discord community. She applied to one job. She got referred to Meta through her network and hired in 2 months and started in October of this year. 7 steps: transparency, community, financial prep, network first. You can do every single one of them. Joseph, 2,000 apps over 2 years, 0.6% interview rate. Learn ATS keywords, 30 focus apps, 10% interview rate. 16 times better. Hired in 2 months, starts Friday. Pick your 5 companies, extract keywords, customize every single resume, and spend 15 minutes per app instead of 2. You got a network. If you got a network, then make sure you use Deborah's path. If you don't, use Joseph's path. You smart, use both. Tonight, you building your keyword bank will help you. 2 to 3 hours, pick 5 companies, pick those 5 companies that you worked on last week, download the job descriptions, extract keywords, and put those into a spreadsheet. Oracle, 11 days left. AWS, 15 days. Marcus's call is tomorrow. Joseph starts on Friday. Week 3 execution starts now. I want to know something. If today helped you, do me a favor, hit that like button on this video. Share this with somebody who's job searching right now. They need to hear Deborah and Joseph's stories. Make sure you subscribe to the Elevate to the Unknown YouTube channel and also the Daily Climb Show if you haven't already. We don't want you to unsubscribe by hitting subscribe. We want you to stay subscribed, and we want to make sure that you hit the notification bell because we are here every single weekday, 7 a.m. Central to 8 a.m. Central. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about Marcus's Bank of America call. We're going to be talking about salary negotiation on Wednesday. All week we're going to be bringing you guys that game. All week we're going to be bringing you guys that the research and data. And make sure if you want access to me, you want access to my community, join the Patreon link in the description of this video. Basically, inside you get the community that you need to execute on everything that we're talking about. $5, that's less than a coffee and a sandwich, but it might be the thing that gets you hired. It might be the thing that gets you the support that you need. Okay? Link in the description of this video. One more time, hit the like button if you got value today. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We want you to continue to come back. I love doing this show. Absolutely love doing this show. Hopefully we didn't have any interruptions today with the Amazon AWS situation that's going on right now. It's impacting a lot of financial sites, in fact, impacting a lot of streaming sites as well too. But tomorrow is Tuesday, October the 21st. We're going to be here and giving you guys the news, the breaking news that happens today. Here's the thing. My man Marcus, he did everything that we talked about on last week. He recorded his pitch. He started his Oracle cert. He researched 5 companies. And here we are tomorrow with a Bank of America call scheduled for tomorrow. Or here we are today with him having a Bank of America call scheduled for tomorrow. Giving you guys a game. But this is the Daily Climb. I'm Antoine Wade from Elevate to the Unknown and NextGenHeights.com. Shutdown Day 20. Deborah's transparency. Network came to help her. That's the most important thing, guys. Use your network. Don't be too scared to put yourself out there. Be visible. She got hired at Meta in 2 months. Ian Carter that we talked about a couple weeks ago or a couple of days ago as well. Ian Carter didn't put himself out there like that. There's articles on him on Business Insider. He didn't have the same luck. He didn't take the same path. One works, one doesn't. I want you guys to win. Keep climbing. The views get better at the top. We will see you guys on tomorrow's live stream. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good to see you, Matembe. Good to see you, NC Worker. Good to see you, Zeno Dark. Good to see you, D-Box. Good to see you, Miss Wade. Good to see you, Jason. Good to see you, Sarita in Tech. Ant Dog is always here, my man. Josh Ox is always here. Code Analytics is always here. Good to see you, my man. CK. I can't even say that word. I lost it. CK2 Touch. IT Wizard, good to see you, man. Katrina, good to see you. Katrina AJ, I like it. Good to see you. Erica Levinson is in the house. Tech Back Trade is in the house. Good to see you, my man. Jacquaz is in the house. Good to see you all, guys. We will have a wonderful show on tomorrow, guys. Go and have a blessed day. Go and crush your work. Get it done. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye.